Hey everyone, welcome back to Health Action. Today, we're diving into something so essential to life. It's literally the foundation of your health, water. If you're feeling sluggish, bloated, or just not yourself, the problem might be as simple as not getting enough water or not getting it into your cells properly. The good news? You can fix that with a few easy tweaks to your daily routine. Stick with me and I'll show you how to hydrate your body the right way and supercharge your health in just a couple of weeks. As a special thank you for joining me today, I'm giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to subscribers. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below telling me why you'd love to win a copy. Now, let's get into why water and minerals are your body's best friends. Water, the second most vital element for life. You probably know that oxygen is the #1 thing we need to survive. You can only last about 3 minutes without it. But did you know that water is the second most critical element? Without water, life just doesn't happen. Most people think you can only survive 3 days without water, but I read a fascinating book called The Long Walk about people escaping a Siberian work camp. They trekked through a desert and went nearly 2 weeks without water. Incredible, right? But it shows just how vital water is. Where there's no water, there's no life. I often ask people, how much water do you drink? And I get answers like, I don't like water. It makes my feet swell. Or, I'm running to the bathroom all day. Those last two answers are red flags. They tell me the water you're drinking isn't getting inside your cells where it's needed most. So, how do we fix that? It all comes down to the third and fourth most vital elements for life, sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium. The key to hydration. Your body is like a finely tuned machine, and every cell has a membrane with tiny pumps that balance sodium and potassium. Sodium is mostly outside the cell, while potassium is the star inside the cell. These pumps work constantly to keep everything in harmony. But here's the catch. Our modern diets are throwing this balance out of whack. Where do we find sodium in nature? Seawater. It's packed with 92 minerals, with about 30% sodium and 50% chloride. When seawater evaporates, the first crystals to form are sodium chloride, table salt. But here's the problem. Table salt is processed to death. It's bleached white, mixed with aluminum to make it pour easily, and stripped of the other 90 minerals that balance it out. This makes table salt harsh and even dangerous in large amounts. If you injected pure sodium chloride into your blood, it could be deadly because it's unbalanced. Now compare that to natural salts like Celtic salt or Himalayan salt. Celtic salt, which is hand-harvested, contains 82 minerals, including 3 types of magnesium: magnesium chloride, magnesium bromide, and magnesium sulfate. Himalayan salt has about 75 minerals and is a great alternative. These natural salts are moist because magnesium attracts water, which is exactly why they're so good for hydration. When you put a tiny crystal of Celtic salt on your tongue, your body starts absorbing those minerals right away. The magnesium helps pull water into your cells, hydrating them quickly and effectively. If you're drinking water without these minerals, it might just sit in your tissues, causing swelling or making you pee constantly. That's why I recommend placing a small crystal of Celtic salt on your tongue before each glass of water. Spread out your water intake. Don't chug a whole glass at once. Aim for about 8 8-ounce glasses a day, sipped slowly throughout the day. Why table salt is a problem. Table salt doesn't just lack minerals, it can actually harm you. It's so strong it can dull your taste buds. Ever notice how some people sprinkle table salt on everything before even tasting their food? That's because their taste buds are desensitized. Natural salts like Celtic or Himalayan, on the other hand, enhance the flavor of your food. I made a red lentil dish this morning with a little olive oil, fresh herbs, a pinch of turmeric, and Celtic salt. People thought there was chicken in it because it was so flavorful. And it took just minutes to make. Perfect for busy mornings when you don't want to spend hours in the kitchen. Table salt also throws off your sodium-potassium balance. When you eat too much of it and skimp on potassium-rich foods like fruits and vegetables, sodium levels rise inside your cells, where they don't belong. This causes your cells to swell, leading to high blood pressure. A French doctor named Dr. Lilangri has written extensively about this and actually prescribes Celtic salt to his patients with high blood pressure. Why? Because the balanced minerals in Celtic salt help regulate fluid levels and reduce pressure, unlike table salt, which makes things worse. The dangers of dehydration. Let's talk about what happens when you're not drinking enough water, or when it's not getting into your cells. Your body goes into drought mode, releasing a hormone called histamine to manage the crisis. Sound familiar? That's the same hormone that triggers allergic reactions. Antihistamines might help with allergies, but the best fix is often just water. Dehydration affects every part of your body, from your brain to your joints to your lungs, your stomach. Dehydration thins the protective mucosal lining in your stomach, which is made of sodium bicarbonate to neutralize acid. A thin lining means you're more prone to stomach ulcers. When you smell or chew food, your stomach releases hydrochloric acid to break down proteins and kill off bacteria like Helicobacter pylori. But if you chug water with your meal, it dilutes that acid, letting bacteria thrive and potentially causing issues like ulcers. Your pancreas. This organ releases insulin and glucagon to balance blood sugar, as well as enzymes like lipase, amylase, trypsin, and chymotrypsin to digest fats, starches, and proteins. All of these processes need water. If you're dehydrated, your digestion suffers, and it can even contribute to diabetes. Your brain. Your brain cells shrink without enough water, leading to headaches and even negative thought patterns. Ever feel foggy or irritable? It might just be dehydration. Your joints. The synovial fluid in your joints is 99% water. When you're dehydrated, your body pulls water from your joints to keep your blood volume stable, leading to pain that might be mistaken for arthritis. Your lungs. At the end of your lungs' bronchioles are tiny air sacs called alveoli, where oxygen is absorbed and carbon dioxide is released. Each alveolus has a tiny droplet of water that helps it collapse when you exhale, pushing out carbon dioxide and making room for fresh oxygen. In dehydration, those droplets dry up, preventing full collapse and reducing your oxygen intake. This can lead to constricted breathing, a common sign of dehydration. Your blood. Dehydration makes your blood thick and sluggish, forcing your heart to work harder and making it tougher for your kidneys to filter. Thin, well-hydrated blood keeps everything running smoothly. How much water do you need? Your body loses about 2.5 quarts, or 10 cups, of water every day through urine, 1.5 quarts, skin, 0.5 quarts, colon, 0.3 quarts, and lungs, 0.2 quarts. If you're sweating a lot, say from a sauna or exercise, you might lose even more, up to 0.8 quarts through your skin. Since your body doesn't have a reserve tank, you need to replace that water daily. Aim for at least 2 quarts, 8-ounce glasses, plus extra from fruits, vegetables, and herbal teas. Here's how I do it. I start my day with half a glass of water and a tiny crystal of Celtic salt. After I get up and move around, I have another half glass. I keep sipping throughout the day, always with a pinch of salt to help it absorb. It's like watering a plant. Little by little is better than a big flood. Too much water at once can overwhelm your system, just like a torrential downpour washes away soil. The role of other minerals. Potassium, found in fruits and vegetables, is critical for keeping sodium in check. Calcium also plays a role, but it can't get into your cells without vitamin D. If you're not getting enough sunlight, hello vitamin D, or eating enough greens for magnesium, your cells miss out on these vital minerals. Add in a high-carb, low-fat diet, and things get even worse. Fats, fiber, and protein tell your body when it's full, but carbs just keep you hungry, leading to overeating and more strain on your body. Without proper hydration and minerals, your body resorts to desperate measures like forcing water and nutrients into cells, which spikes blood pressure. High blood pressure isn't just about stress. It can stem from dehydration, mineral deficiencies, a high-carb diet, or lack of movement. Putting it all together. Here's your simple plan to hydrate your body and boost your health. Drink enough water. Aim for 8-ounce glasses a day, sipped slowly. Don't chug. Use Celtic or Himalayan salt. Place a tiny crystal on your tongue before each glass to help water get into your cells. Eat potassium-rich foods. Load up on fruits and vegetables to balance sodium and support cell function. Get some sun. A little sunlight boosts vitamin D, which helps calcium absorption. Cut back on carbs. Swap processed carbs for healthy fats, fiber, and protein to stabilize blood sugar and reduce pressure on your body. Water, sodium, potassium, and a few other key nutrients are the building blocks of life. By making these small changes, you can hydrate your cells, lower blood pressure, improve digestion, and feel more energized. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more health tips. Don't forget to comment below about why you'd love a copy of my book. See you next time.